So go ahead in the chat or just unmute yourself and tell me if you have any questions. Is there something that you need me to repeat? Was it clear? What do y'all, let me see. Can't see the chat.
So I heard that the teachers are individually allowing like stuff on exemptions, like y'all make your own rules and that.
Kinda.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just wondering, so what's going on with that exactly?
With the exemptions, it's not really, we all make, there is a guideline that they're gonna give us, and we kind of have to follow that, but within that guideline, so let's say for them today or yesterday, you weren't exempt for X or Y reason, and today you came in or today you turned stuff in and your grade changed, well, now you are exempt. Does that make sense? So we have the power to take you off that list that where you have to come in and take my test. So that's
Okay.
kind of where it changes. Like it's not written in stone, the list that they sent out, because it can change if you're turning stuff in, or like, you know, we have this week and last week's work is the last stuff going in the grade book. So if any of those grades go in and you're missing, then you know, then it can go down and maybe then you are put on it. So that list is kind of just a guide to kind of warn you guys. If you're on it, then you need to go check with that teacher and see if there's anything you can get out of, you know, get off.
Sounds good then. So we have to have like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine. No, go ahead.
Okay. So you have to have like all A's, no unexcused absences, and no missing assignments?
The absences are off the table. You know, it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh.
We're not going to count absences because this year has just been so crazy, and there's so many reasons why we're gone. Snowstorms, sickness, you know, so we have to be very flexible. So they're not going to do the absences. It's just A. If you have an A, you're solid.
Okay.
Do we have to go in the school to do it?
No. No, it's going to be online. So your teachers should be able to communicate with you and tell you what time. A lot of us are going to have, I mean, technically here, let me show you. So technically they all gave us a schedule when you guys are going to test. So block A, you know, you had these, you know, so they handed us a schedule that we have to follow with times that we have to post our tests for you guys. But a lot of us know that not everybody can log on and jump on at the same time. So like, for example, my vocab quiz on Friday, like I have 4 different times for you to choose from. So we are allowed to kind of be flexible with that and say, okay, I'm going to open it at the time I'm supposed to, because that's what they told us. But I'm also going to have it available other times for the kids that can't make it, because some of you have jobs, some of you are babysitting, some of you, you know, Wi-Fi goes off and you didn't finish. Things happen. So we have a schedule we need to follow for finals, but we will be able to, we can't give it to you early. That's one thing we cannot do. We can't give you the test early, but we can, you know, it's up to us to say, okay, I'll reopen it for certain people that need to do it, you know. Hopefully that answers your question.
Besides tests, do we have any work next week?
Next week, everything I'm going to get, I don't know about your other classes, but the only thing I'm going to give you is practice for the final. So I'll give you points for completion. It's not going to be big projects or grades. Anything I give you next week is just going to be completion, and it's going to be strictly about things that's on the final, so you can just practice. And there's going to be a little bit of this that I just taught you. Not too much because it's pretty new, but a little bit of identifying DOs, you know, switching for the DOP and placing it in the right spot. We're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to have Sarah versus a star. So remember your verbs, Sarah and a star. Airport vocab, I'm going to quiz you on Friday. So I'll use those words, but you're not going to have like a vocab test on the final. And what else is mine? So Sarah and a star, conjugating and stemming is going to be the majority of my tests. Okay. So conjugating AR, ER, and IR verbs, and stemming, your stem changing verbs. So those are going to be the big part of it. I'm going to have a little bit of other things, but that's going to be the main thing on my final. If you are exempt and you take the final, regardless if you're exempt, I will put the grade in that midterm category if it helps. If it doesn't help, I won't. if you have to take it, like you're not exempt, whatever you get is what I have to put in. But if you're exempt and you take it just because you want to see what you make and you want to make your grade better, if it helps, I put it in. If it doesn't help, I won't. Okay. If you have to take it, then yeah, I have to give you the grade that you made. So, all right. Any other questions regarding this or the direct objects? Class homework. Oh, I got rid of the planner. It took a lot of willpower to not do planners because I am very strict, like plan. I have to have what I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because I was noticing that y'all just want to have your stuff on your to-do list on Google, and if it's not there, you don't do it. And that a lot of you are getting missing grades because you just didn't, even though you have to go into that planner, you just didn't. And I was crying at night because I couldn't figure out how to get you guys, how to help you. So I went ahead and put everything in Google. It says Monday, Tuesday, what you have to do every day. You have to go into the class and you'll see what you have to do every day. You have a new notebook. Hopefully you all have your new notebook since week 14. You should have this new notebook. If not, text me. I can help you figure out where to get it. You're going to have just a check because we're going to still use that notebook later. So then like later next semester, we're gonna be in the same chapter. So we're gonna still use that same notebook. But any other questions? Yeah, you guys are talking about. Oh my gosh. Okay. Any Spanish questions? Oh, here I have one. If you don't have to take the test, do you just have no work next week? No, you want to complete your completion grades. You want to get your points. So again, it's just practice. It's not going to be huge. I'm not going to put any bell work on there. It's just going to be practice exercises. And for the sake of like daily work, you want to do next week's stuff, but it's not going to be, like a full, like a test grade or a project grade. Any other questions? All right, I think judging by the silence, let's see. Okay. How do you say hammock in Spanish? Hamaca. Hamaca. It's spelled with an H as well, but H is silent in Spanish, so it's hamaca. All right, anything else? Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry for this person. Okay, how do you know if you're exempt or not? The office should have sent you a list. If not, regardless, your teacher should communicate with you anyways. So towards like next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, you should have a good idea what classes you're exempt and what classes you're not. Okay. I'll probably be telling you on Tuesday for sure, because hopefully I have most grades in by then. What's the Google Classroom code? If you need my Google Classroom code, you're probably not my student, because, okay. Anyways, all right, I will let you guys go. Some of you have things to do. If you have any questions regarding class, send me a text. I miss you guys so much. I hope you're doing well. Hustle. We got this week and next week and we're done. So hustle, things are gonna get better. I'm organizing differently, figuring things out just like you are. So be gracious with your teachers. Your teachers are gonna be gracious with you, okay? I love you so much. I miss you. And let me know if you have any questions for me, okay? Adios, chicos. Hasta luego. Adios. Ciao. Bye.